intelligence. So before going to the definition of artificial intelligence, first, who is the father of AI? Father of AI is Fisher Ada, Fisher, Fisher Ada. Fisher Ada is the father of AI. So many authors like Turing machine, Alan Turing, Thomas Recuda, these are all the claimed as an artificial for the artificial intelligence invention or evaluation, everything. But among them, Fisher Ada is the first man who proposed an artificial intelligence in a computer system. So remaining are all defined the computer system in a different way. But the Fisher Ada is the one person who implemented AI in a computer system to think machine intelligently when compared to human. So Fisher Ada is called as a father of AI. So now then we will see the various definitions of AI. So as like in a cloud computing, as I said, there are different definition. AI also different, you have a different definition based upon a user perspective. So we will see one by one definition. Then we combine all of these definition in a 4 statements. There are different authors propose different definition of AI. At the end of the definitions, we consolidate the definition within a 4 statement. If you are writing that 4 statement, it means it will fit all the artificial intelligence technique in the 4 statement. The first definition is the existing new efforts to make a computer think, machine with minds, in the full literal sense. Hutchland, 1985. So what exactly the Hutchland prescribes is making the computers think like a human. That's or machines with the mind in a literal full sense. But it means that a computer should think like a human and it should sense what we sense in all the literal sense. So that is the meaning of Hutchland define a artificial intelligence. This is the first definition. Second definition done by 2 authors. These are all the definitions are registered. That's why we are telling why we are using these definitions by different authors. These are all particularly registered as a copyright and then implemented. That is the major reason. Okay. Second author, Charnaik, has proposed that the study of mental faculties through the use of computational model, that is by using a computational model, by using computational structure, we can able to study the mental faculties, that is what are the things that human brain can able to do, that you can create as a model and implement in the system. That is the second definition. Third definition, Chokov has presented, it is a field of study that seeks to explain and emulate intelligent behavior in terms of computational process. It means that computer should behave intellectual behavior. So it emulates whatever thing the human can behave, it should emulate in the form of computational process. That is the third definition. Second definition proposed by 2 authors. Third definition as a registered, it is a study of how make computers do things at which at the moment people are better. Here Rich and Knight, they have proposed that if the human is doing a particular work, okay, machine should do better than that. So then we can call that as a artificial intelligence. Whatever the work the human can do better than that, the system should be do within a million instruction per second. So then we call that computers as a artificial intelligence system. So now only we are going to how there are different definitions of different author, how we are combining all these definition in a single form in a 4 statement. So if you are writing this 4 statement, it means that you all know that artificial intelligence definition, where sometimes in long questions also they may ask the different way how the different author has proposed different definition or different perspective of author, what how artificial intelligence functions. System that thinks like human, that is also we can call artificial intelligence system that thinks like a human. Second, system that acts like a human, both it can able to think and then it can able to act like a human. And then the system that think rationally. Second, system that act rationally. So all these are cumulative and consolidated that this is a definition of AI. So in what way? So human can think and they can act accordingly. They can think some rational condition which may not feeded, and it should act rationally. Some spontaneous informations and all acted. So how these four definitions are related in a different parameter is human, rational, thought and behavior. So human thought, based upon human thought, he can think. Based upon human behavior, he can act rationally. Based upon human thought, he can think rationally. Based upon behavior, system can behave rationally. So this is the consolidate definition from all the definition. So this definition is proposed by Alan Turing, ALAN, Alan Turing, TURNING. He has consolidated this definition and he proposed a new definition. All the definition will fit within this. Okay, now he proposed that this is the definition of AI all over. Okay. Now we'll see, as I said, to Alan Turing. Okay, so he tested the Turing test. He done a Turing test by having some artificial intelligence artifacts and human behavior. Based upon that only he concluded that definition. So in what dimension he have taken that definition. So building an intelligent artifact versus understanding human behavior. Okay, so how the human behaves, based upon that how the system behaves, like a request and reply or some feeded program will be there. So based upon that how it is working. Second, does it matters how I build it as long as does the job well. So if I'm doing a program or if you're doing certain decision making condition or I'm implementing expert system in a computers, how it will do the work, how long it will do the work, or whether it will fail. So that he will measure. And should the system behaves like a human or behave intelligently. So he have tested, we are feeding a program as a robot or whatever it may be, schemas, whatever the neural schemas or expert schemas that we are feeding system. The schemas, everything is developed by the users, that is developed by the human. We are programming and then we are developing it. Whatever thing that we have programmed, based upon that will work. But the decision making is different when compared to human and then robot, because it will when if there is a problem, we will have 2 to 3 options to do. We will find 2 to 3 options, but system it will find all the test cases. Okay, max 20 test cases means 20 test cases it will type, but we will not try go for different within a spontaneous time. But system can have ability to run the instruction, so it will have multiple test cases. Based upon the test cases, it will provide intelligently whatever the coding we are feeding, whether human behaves different and then system behaves intelligently, because it's trying all the decision making process. And if it's doing a decision machine, what output it will get, the system it will know at initial level. So that based upon that only he have defined. So to make the system as a thing knowledgeable or really AI can able to do is knowledge representation. So it is a very important. We have to represent the knowledge, how the system, how the model it will understand. Then we should automated reasoning. So we should find what are the automated reasoning are there that we have to find. We have to plan. We have to do machine learning, adapt in new circumstances. So for example, we are feeding some program. So day by day, the environment is change, or day by day, something is newly occurring. How the system it will do? Whether we have to feed the program, or it will fetch the information from the net, or it will itself it will be clarify the doubts, or it will enhance or update the program. So all the things it based upon the room that what we are planning, or how in a new circumstance how the system should work. Next one is natural language understanding. That is whatever thing we are speaking, the system should understand. And then machine vision, speech recognition, finding data on the web, robotics, much more. So this is once if you are installed, the system can able to upgrade their self by content of the net in a form of filtering techniques. So or from a center side we can able to also field. Okay, these are the really they have done. So it is an example of an intelligent agent. So if you are going for an intelligent agent, it could do anything which makes a decision as a person or a frame or a machine or a software. It carries out an action with the best outcome while checking the past history of it, and it preserves the current. Okay, it preserves the current as well as it will looks the past history. Then based upon the environment, he will respond or act. So for example, first you have a system. Consider this is a system. You have a system, and in between we are seeing a human eye. Okay, that is a system. For that system, we are feeding a natural language processing and vision, that it can able to understand the natural language processing. So the content, that whatever thing we are speaking or voice command that we are giving to the particular system, it can able to understand. So for that, first we should feed knowledge representation to the particular knowledge representation. We have to provide it. So if you are providing knowledge based representation, the knowledge based representation is based upon the planning, based upon the reasoning, whatever the reason. So if you are doing this action, we should provide a reason for it. So without simply we cannot able to provide a solution. So we have to reason it. So then we have to train the system. That is very, very important. We have to train the system, learning. So we have to make the environment to be learned. By that only you can able to feed it. So the learning is next important factor, learning. Then after learning, you are going to implement by using effector. So effector only starts implementing into the real time world. So we'll see in a detail. So areas of AI and some dependency. Okay, these are all combined statistics, combined information that you can able to feed in a system. Okay, first, whenever you are developing a artificial intelligence machine, so first what you have to do is, what is the logic initially it is the needed, what knowledge representation, what machine learning techniques, what type of planning, what is NLP, natural language processing, everything that you should fetch from the web or fetch from the existing program. So first you search whether any updation in all. So any updation in all the logics is very, very important. So you have to check logic, you have to check a knowledge representation. Knowledge representation is important, machine learning. So after this only you can able to develop the expert system. After the end only you can able to develop the expert system. I think annotation is not working. Okay, expert, you can able to generate the